Hey y'all, let's talk about some budgeting. It's that time of the week again. If you're new here, I'm Neely, owner of Uncovering Treasures. In this small business, I want to help you create your home to be beautiful again to you by some of the stuff you already have, or just incorporating a couple new pieces. We also try to keep everything budget friendly, and I give business tips and budgeting tips. Every Friday morning I do budgeting, and I try to just help you realize where every dollar you're spending is going. I feel like if you know where every dollar you're spending is going, it's a whole lot easier to track them, all your dollars. So my dishwasher is running. This is a home-based business, so there you go. But this week I am going to share some struggles with y'all, I guess. I pay my car insurance biannually, so twice a year. I pay a little bit between, it's actually gone down a little bit because my vehicles are getting older, but I think I usually pay about $800, $900. Well, $800, $900, it's only $790, which I should say only, and I should be so thankful, which I am. I am thankful it's gone down, but I was not preparing. Guilty, it's my own fault, but now I've got to come up with this money to do to pay my insurance, or my car, or I won't be able to go places because I don't have insurance. So I am working on trying to gather cash anywhere I can to get this money, and so I am down to 522, I think. Yes, 522. So that's how much I have. I've got to get the rest of it, which is not that much in the long run. It's not that much. But what I have started doing is, since this is not my first rodeo of budgeting, I have started pulling money from anywhere I can. So I didn't take any from my rent. I didn't pay any. I always put extra in a couple places. I also always put extra in my rent, but I'm not taking anything from that yet. Also, more about rent in just a second. My car payment, I didn't take any extra from that. On my Verizon bill, I normally always, I shouldn't say that. I normally have about $30 or $40 extra, so I went ahead and put $20 in the car insurance folder. I also have a little bit extra from my power bill, so I went ahead and put that in there. Also, I ordered t-shirts today, and they are going to cost about $150 less than I thought they were going to cost. So I went ahead and put that $150 in there, which was a huge blessing. I couldn't remember how much they cost last time. It's been 2.5 years since I ordered t-shirts, and I should have ordered them like a year ago, and I never got around to it. So I'm finally doing it. Even if this is not the right time, I am still doing it. That way I will have them. So I'm gonna find the money. I'm gonna hustle the money out. I'm not worried about it. Actually, I am kind of worried about it. As you can tell, I'm fidgeting and we're having this conversation. So obviously I'm worried about it. But I'm gonna figure out something. I have till next Friday. And y'all can just stay tuned on that. And I'll be sharing in Instagram stories what I'm doing to get the money. Speaking of money and speaking of rent, the people who own the land that I live on, I don't like to call them my landlords, that sounds terrible, but the people who own the land that I live on have asked me if I would want to do some updates to the house that I live in to increase its value and make it a beautiful home, a more beautiful home. So if you see the cabinets behind me, they're solid maple. They're in really good shape. I mean, all the drawers work really good. If you can see, like, excuse the chicken in the sink, I'm gonna get to that. But like right through here, like the varnish is coming off of the cabinets, and it's from previous people who lived here. But they've asked me if I want to paint the cabinets and paint in here, and I can do trim work, caulk some stuff. I mean, literally the list goes on, and they're going to pay me to do it. And so that is another way I can make money. If you have, I encourage you to keep your eyes open. Like, if people know that you're good at something, they'll come to you and ask. Which leads me to another business tip, which we're not going to talk about right now. That might be next. But right now, I'm going to start in the bathroom, and I have painted the bathroom vanity. I have, what else have I done? I'm gonna replace the hardware or paint what's already there. It's two different kinds. I'm gonna paint some of them and replace some of them. I'm painting all the walls. I'm gonna paint all like the fixtures. Just spray paint. I mean, it's not gonna be a huge project. It's gonna be well less than $500. I'm hoping to do it for less than $300, all supplies included. So if I can finish that, that's gonna be a little bit more money, or a good bit more money. I'm going to do a new mirror, and since I own a furniture business, I could probably find a mirror for pretty good. So, anyway, especially in this pandemic that we're in with the coronavirus, I just encourage anybody to go anywhere that's looking for money to go anywhere and do any, like, I'm not saying like, put your values aside, but you might have to put your pride aside. And I videoed me washing the toilet the other day on an accident. Granted, I didn't post it, but it was when I was looking through my videos, because I'm gonna do all the Insta stories at one time and share all of this with y'all at one time about my bathroom. But probably on Instagram. And so it was hilarious when I went back and I was like, did I really record me washing the toilet? And I did. But, you know, that's the facts of life. I live here and the toilet has to be cleaned, so I have to clean it. Anyway, I encourage you to put your pride aside, and if you have to put bread on the table, however it takes, just make it happen. Also, back to budgeting, I have a pretty big Amazon order that I need to place. I'm constantly putting things in my cart, like peanut butter and like sandwich bags and washing detergent. Things like this. These are not all of the things that I have, but I think it's like right at $100. I need some more pants for work because mine are looking a little ratchet. That's all I can think of right now. This has been a really long video, so if you're all the way to the end, I thank you so much for being here. And even if you skipped to the end, thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all more than you will ever know. Like, more than I can put into words. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my small business, and all the time, but especially right now in the COVID-19, this has helped me make money so I can survive and do what God has for me to do. And I really, really appreciate it. See y'all later, guys.